Hi everybody, and welcome to I Like Cruise Ships, the YouTube channel, and welcome to a new video, and welcome to a new cruise news. That's right, we're still here, we're still going, and this is cruise news for Friday the 21st of January 2022. Again, I'm going to try and make this short and sweet. Thanks everybody for watching the last cruise news. Lots of feedback and lots of views, so obviously I'm doing something right. All right, we've got 3 different news snippets for you. Let's get right on to them, shall we? Now, the first one is kind of a little bit sad news in a way. It's about Crystal Cruises, which is one of the very few 6-star cruise lines in the world. And Crystal Cruises operates ships that do world cruises and also river cruises, particularly in Europe. And it's announced that 3 of its ships are temporarily suspending sailings through until April the 29th. The parent company is in a little bit of financial trouble at the moment, and they feel like they're burning through their cash too quickly. All of their river cruises are currently in a pause in operations, and the 3 ships that are currently sailing, Crystal Symphony, Crystal Serenity, and Crystal Endeavour, they're finishing out their cruises. 2 of them are in the Caribbean. One will end in Miami, one will end in Aruba, and the 3rd one is in Antarctica, and it won't get back into Ushuaia until the beginning of February. But at that point, all 3 of their ocean-going ships are going to suspend operations until they can figure out what's going to happen to the company. The parent company of Crystal Cruises, which is part of Genting Cruises in Asia and Star Cruises in Asia as well, they're looking at ways of possibly splitting up the company and reinvigorating the cruise line, let's say. But for now, unfortunately, those 3 ships are going to cease operations, and then all of the cruises from once they return in the next week and next week will be then cancelled through until the end of April. So kind of sad news, especially if you've got a cruise booked. Crystal Cruises is quite famous for its world cruises and its 6-star service. That's right. There is ships that offer 6 stars. Not too many hotels in the world that can even offer that, so let alone a cruise ship. Now, the second news is about Carnival. Carnival Pride is this year celebrating 20 years since the ship was launched. Now, actually, I was on that inaugural sailing of the Carnival Pride, and its godmother, Tamara Jernigan, she was a female astronaut, and she christened the ship. Basically, the ship repositioned over to Baltimore, where it did its inaugural voyages, and then it repositioned down to Port Canaveral, and they chose her as the godmother because of the connection with Port Canaveral and NASA, and being one of the few female astronauts. She's logged over 1,500 hours in space, and she was just recently on the New Year's cruise, and kind of a little bit of a throwback to the 20-year anniversary of the ship. And she was presented with some nice photographs of her initial sailing and a current photo of her on the ship now, which is kind of neat, right? To have the godmother come back on a sailing doesn't happen too often, I can assure you. And I remember fondly when the Pride came out, I went to the shipyard in Finland. We sailed the ship across to America and started those inaugural voyages. Yeah. 3rd news is actually about Carnival again. The voyages, which are through February, a lot of the Caribbean-based itineraries have got some port of call changes. I'm not going to post them here because obviously they're also subject to change again. But pretty much with Key West, Grand Cayman, and Puerto Rico being closed, ships with those itineraries have had to be kind of rejigged a little. So where they're not maybe going to Grand Cayman, they're going to Grand Turk, or they're going to the private islands in the Bahamas. So yeah, there's quite a few different ships pretty much all through February. And then at some point then when they can reevaluate the islands, particularly Grand Cayman, they basically have not had ships now in it's going to come up to almost 2 years, which is kind of crazy to think about that, right? That some of the islands have not had ships at all, and they rely so heavily on cruise tourism. Yeah, that's the news for today, everybody. 21st of January 2022. I hope you've had a good day. Thanks everybody for watching. If you haven't checked out I Like Cruise Ships, the YouTube channel, good time to check out a new video. I'll post one right here for you. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Maybe you can post a comment, let me know that you're watching. Maybe you want me to change this up a little bit, how you watch them. Thanks everybody. Have a nice day. Bye.